two. Good. All right. 4, 5. All right. Good morning. Welcome to Manhood. Today is Sunday. What is the date today? The 17th? It's my dad's birthday today. Happy birthday, Dad. Today we're going through 2 Samuel, chapter 10. It's going to be great. What's up, CBH? Welcome in. I got to fix one thing here. Let's do it. 2 Samuel, chapter 10. You ever tried to show someone kindness and had your motives completely misunderstood? That's what this is all about. We're going to be like these guys. Hold on. Rotate left. Nope. Nope. Hold on. Second one coming. Oh, there we go. Good. Your daughter's birthday? Cool, man. That's awesome. So, in this chapter, David reaches out to a foreign king with compassion after the death of his father. But instead of receiving the kindness, the new king assumes manipulation, listens to bad counsel, and does some pretty horrible stuff. And that starts turning into an unnecessary war. So we see quite a bit out of that. But before we get into that, we're going to go through the proverb of the day, as well as gratitude for today. We always start of the day with three things we're grateful for. Whoops, don't do that. Proverb of the day comes to us. It's actually bound up with what we're generally reading today. Proverbs 15, starting in verse 1, says, "A soft answer turns away wrath, but a harsh word stirs up anger." That's what we see happen here. Perfect. Proof of a Concord cap. So there you go. All right, gratitude for the day. One, we got to go out and have breakfast with my parents yesterday, and that was fun. Good time. He's got red eyes. I mean, he's stronger. That worked out. Good. So it was a great time. Really enjoyed that. Two, had time to really spend time and wrestle my kids and have fun with them, play games with them yesterday. I was really, really blessed. Grateful for that time. And three, we're getting some rain. We're getting some rain, and I'm super grateful. I'm super excited. It's going to be good. It's going to be very good. All right. What's up, Kill Villa? Thanks for the donuts, man. Appreciate that. Good morning. All right, recap of 2 Samuel to this point. 2 Samuel begins after the death of Saul and Jonathan. Thanks for the heart, me too. And with David slowly rising to kingship through years of conflict and division. Eventually, all Israel unites under David. Jerusalem becomes the capital, and God makes a covenant promising an eternal kingdom through David's line. David experiences military victory. One second, I'm trying to peek around this corner. Yeah, this is what you do over here. Oh. Nope, there's nothing over here. Sad. All right. We'll keep moving. But in chapter 9 shows a different side of leadership. Instead of destroying Saul's remaining family, David shows covenant kindness to Mephibosheth, restoring him and giving him a permanent place at the king's table. And now in chapter 10, David again attempts to show kindness, this time to a neighboring nation, but unlike Mephibosheth, the Ammonites either misread or directly misinterpret David's intentions, and the situation quickly escalates to conflict. So that's where we're headed today. No. It's cold. I'm gonna be sad. Super sad. All right. 2 Samuel chapter 10, verse 1. After this, the king of the Ammonites died. Thanks, Seraph Son, for following. Appreciate you. Oh, man, it's dark in here. Go this way. Turn off these lights around me. I can't see anything. Okay, cool. So, the king of the Ammonites died, and Hanun, his son, reigned in his place. And David said, I will deal loyally with Hanun, the son of Nahash, as his father dealt loyally with me. So him and his dad had a generally good relationship. And he's like, hey, based upon my relationship with your father, I want to make sure that we continue our proper relationship. So let me send him essentially condolences for the death of his dad. All right, hold on. Okay, good. Yes. Should we open up this door? Oh, good. Look at that thing. It's terrifying. Push lever. Grown man believing in Santa Claus, by the way. Welcome back, Frodo Swaggins. Oh, this is going to be easy. Okay. Yeah. Hold on. 3, 4. Take a swig. We'll be all right. Oh, missed him. Perfect. We did it. We did it. Okay, so David sent his servants to console him concerning his father, and David's servants came into the land of the Ammonites. But the princes of the Ammonites said to Hanun, their lord. Usually, the princes... Here, 1 second. Usually the princes is more relating to, like, advisors. There we go. And so these would have been, like, people who would speak for him. That's generally what this is thought of to be. Could be they were actual princes, but most likely these were people who were advising him. It would be called the princes because they had a say in what he did. So, the princes of the Ammonites said to Hanun, this new king, hey, do you think because David has sent comforters to you that he is honoring your father? Has not David sent servants to search the city and spy it out and overthrow it? And so they're like, listen, he's sending these guys here to essentially, hey, Graves, thanks for following. Hey, Apple user, welcome in. Oh, everything's freezing. There we go. All right, let's bob and weave. We're not gonna slow down here. This is where we're gonna try. We're just gonna go straight in. There's Aldrich. Goodness, dude. Okay, we're all right. We're all right. Bump the likes, homies. Let's get this guy out there. Does that work? Does that actually, like, spread out the... I appreciate it if it does. All right. So far, this is easy. Man. Uh-oh, there's fire now. Okay, well, I need a chance to actually hit him. We're good, we're good. Okay. Hold on. We're gonna one-shot this guy. Okay. Just so you guys know, that pillar doesn't actually block the projectile he's shooting. We're doing good. We're all right. Oh, he's gone. Missed. Here we go. Okay, we're okay. Man, that was easy. Okay, that went great. Good job, first try. Oh, he's one of the lords. I didn't realize that. He's one of the main guys. All right. Great work, everybody. Zach, good to see you, man. Thank you for the gift. Appreciate that. Really, really appreciate it. Okay, so his advisors come before him, and we're like, hey, do you really think that David has sent these comforters to you, that he is actually honoring you? No, he sent them here to seek you out, to spy out your city and overthrow it. And because we're so smart and we're so cunning, and we see through this quote-unquote falsity of what he's doing. And so they completely misrepresent who David is and what he has going on. We see this consistent theme throughout, especially the Old Testament and the line of Kings, of people who get bad advisors end up failing and falling apart every time. They'll get advisors who lead them astray, and we see that here as well. Advisors that give improper guidance or just want to look really smart and cunning. CapM, thank you for following, by the way. Also, thanks for sharing. And that's what's happening here. Is he's got bad advisors who are trying to just appear smart and so they lead to essentially him. They bring him war. The things this game does to you after getting all the trophies. I don't know what that means. Virgil Markson. Welcome in, though. Or do what? Is it?
Farewell, Ashen Mason.
Okay. Is there anything behind that guy? Wait, hold on. We need to go up. Where's Aldrich? Yeah. Amen, Zach. That's a good life application piece too. Have we placed something here? What is that? It looks like an ear. Oh, it's half of the skull. I'm an idiot. Never mind. Sorry. Yeah, it definitely affects us, right? The people that we have around us will often lead us either to success or to drastic failure. That's what we see there as well. This must be the Giants one. Okay. Nice acoustic cutaway. Is it a thin body? Graves, I'm going to be real honest with you. I wouldn't have known that was called an acoustic cutaway. That's like the guitar that we use for just like our nightly devotions with the family. We just get that out and play it with the kids and sing songs before we go to bed. It's not. I don't think it's a thin body though. I think it's just a normal. What do you call those? Thick boys, or what's the word for a non-thin body? I don't have one on chart. All right, let's see if we can go any further in there. Okay, so what does he do in response to this, right? He has this opportunity to receive condolences from a neighboring and a country or a people that have already showcased themselves to be incredibly strong. That's what we see as other kings are going and trying to make friends with David as fast as physically possible because of his strength. Thanks, Killvilla, man. I really appreciate it. And what we see here is instead of him receiving this, he's like, yeah, he must be seeking me out. So what am I going to do? And what he chooses is wild. So Hanan took David's servants and he sent to meet them. So Hanan took David's servants and shaved off half the beard of each and cut off their garments in the middle at their hips and sent them away. So rather than just being like, hey, go away from me, or even killing the guys, he instead chooses, once again, with terrible, terrible like advisement from the people around him to do the most shameful thing that he possibly can. Not only say, "Hey, I don't trust you," but also to say, "Hey, in essence, I don't trust you to the degree that I'm going to bring shame upon you and your people." Cutting off the beard. There were a lot of men in this time that would rather die than have their beard shaven, because it was a mark of lifetime servitude. People who were not free were clean shaven, and people who were free had beards. It was like the pride of the person. And then to cut off the garments in the middle, I think you guys can kind of guess what that would expose. And for the people of Israel, they were seen as odd based upon the fact that they were all circumcised. And so this would be it's like a showcasing, trying to bring shame upon them, both through their beard and exposing their privates. Left. Okay, cool. What is this for? Nothing. Looks very entranceable. Nothing. Doesn't do anything. It's an illusion. Okay. I guess that's it. Is this just a dead end? Does anyone know? Seems like it's a dead end. All right, so when it was told David, he sent to meet them, for the men were greatly ashamed. And when and he said, "Remain at Jericho until your beards have grown, and then return." This is another character portrayal for David here, because it would have made a lot of sense to publicly showcase what the Ammonites did to the people to like rouse their anger and fury, and get them to be against the Ammonites. And David doesn't do that. He cares much more for the security and safety and well-being of his people than to do that. But you would see that here today, right? It would be plastered all over the news with this heinous thing that this other group had done to our essentially prisoners of war, so as to rouse our anger and get us to be on board with it. But David doesn't do that. He tells them to stay. And when the Ammonites saw that they had become a stench to David, so they immediately realized, okay, we've become a drastic issue to David. The Ammonites sent and hired Syrians of Beth Rahab, and the Syrians of Zobah, 20,000 foot soldiers, and the king of Makkah with 1,000 men, and the men of Tob, 12,000 men. So in essence, listening to these other guys, I don't know where to head next. Hold on, we got to think through this before I keep going. Probably the dancer, and then go forward, probably. I think that's right. I think that is right. We're going to find out. So the advisors were like, "Hey, here's the concern. We think he's spying out the land to attack us. And so let's bring total shame on ourselves, so the next thing that he does is come and attack us." Which I just think is funny, because that is literally the outcome that he was concerned and fearful of, is exactly what he brought upon himself by doing what he did to these guys. And so, just super ironic. But they hire a bunch of other armies. This was very common practice at the time. You'd hire armies from around you in order to bolster your troops. When David heard of it, he sent Joab and all the host of the mighty men. This is the first time that we're going to hear this phrase, and it becomes very common. Tough enemy. David's mighty men becomes a very, very common theme throughout. Which one's the hard one? He's got good hearing. Watch this. Ready? Oh, try it again. There we go. First try, every time. Works out. Okay, hold on. Oh, good. We're invaded by a dark spirit while we're fighting this guy. Hold on. Ouch. I feel like I'm rolling away from that. I feel like these people should be way better than me at fighting. Got him. And I'm on his heels. Oh. That's why I don't like being embered. Or just not be. Dude. How is this other guy not attacked us yet? Great work. Give him one a drink. Okay, I do too. Are you trying to pull this other guy into the fight? Should have rolled. That was terrible on your part. Now I'm getting attacked by somebody else. He's trying to make it a like 3v1. An absolute loser. All right. Here, come this way. Follow me. Nice. Okay. Glad that's over. It was awful. I don't want to do that anymore. All right. So when David hears of it, he sent Joab and all the host of the mighty men, and the Ammonites came out and drew up in battle array at the entrance of the gate. And the Syrians of Zobah and of Rahab and the men of Tob and Maacah were by themselves in the open country. Hey, Justin. What's going on, man? Welcome in. So they're surrounded on both sides, one of which from the city with the Ammonites and the other which the people of Syria that they called in on both sides. It is key here. This is something that's very important, and it's kind of generally glossed over. But David sending out Joab and not going himself is a very, very important note. It is a failure, and it leads to the biggest blot on his record of anything, any issues that he had. He had problems, but this is by far the biggest that's coming out of this. And it's coming from the fact that he stayed home. He did not go out with his men to fight. Attack. Okay. Well, that was frustrating. All right. When Joab saw that the battle was against him on both in front and in the rear, he chose some of the best men of Israel and arrayed them against the Syrians. The rest of his men he put in the charge of Abishai, his brother, and he arrayed them against the Ammonites. And he said, "If the Syrians are too strong for me, then you shall help me. But if the Ammonites are too strong for you, then I will come and help you. Be of good courage, and let us be courageous for our people and for the cities of our God, and may the Lord do what seems good to him." What I love about this, so this is I just started DS3. It's Fair and Keep. Oh, nice. I like Fair and Keep a lot. It's fun. So, be in good courage, and let us be courageous for our people and for the cities of God, and may the Lord do what seems good to him. What I love about Joab is Joab, first and foremost, he does still give honor to God. But he's setting up, he's essentially splitting his army in half. And it's like, hey, you focus this way, I'm going to focus this way. But it's not, there's no expectation of failure in his mind. Like, retreat isn't an option. Surrender is not an option. It's not, hey, we're going to flee. No, he's like, hey, you'll focus that way. I'll focus this way. If it's too much for me, you're gonna come help me. If it's too much for you, I'll come help you, and we'll go wipe these guys out, and we're not gonna have a problem. Even though they're literally surrounded by multiple different nation armies. It's very, very cool, and I love it a lot. I think that he's got a great heart for. Hey, we're gonna let the Lord do what seems best to Him, and it's gonna be awesome. I got the 3 fires out. They're trying to loot now. Oh, yeah. I could never find the... Whoops, hold on. You have to, like, get up on top of towers and figure out... Okay, we gotta... Here's what we're gonna do. He's gonna back up. No, he's not. He's gonna back up. We're gonna rush in... and wipe this guy out. There we go. We're good. We did it. That's what we needed. What's up, McKinney? Those Dark Knights are wild. They seem like it so far. Okay. Wow, what a reach. What a reach. All right, so Joab and the people who were with him drew near to battle against the Syrians, and they fled before him. So seemingly, they don't even actually clash or interact. Seemingly what happens is, as they're approaching, the Ammonites lose all their strength. The Syrians. The Syrians do. So Joab is attacking the Syrians. The people who were with him drew near to battle, and they fled before him. I've been using the deep battle axe trying to get my strength to 24 for the exile greatsword. I might try that. I haven't. I found this big stick, and that's but I'm possibly trash. Oh, but so are you. Okay, cool. So I got to figure out what weapons we're going to be using as we go through the rest of the game. And when the Ammonites saw that the Syrians fled, they likewise fled before Abishai and entered the city. Then Joab returned from fighting against the Ammonites and came to Jerusalem. But when the Syrians saw that they had been defeated by Israel, they gathered themselves together. So they do not give up. They're going to go back. Watch this. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to rotate around here. And then we're going to do this. And then we're going to rotate around here. And we're going to head this way and see what happens. Hold on. Contraption doesn't move. We're not going to go that way. We're going to go this way. I thought that was funny. Possibly trash, by the way. Would arrows to draw one of them outward? Would it? Yes. But if I just roll like this, and I just leave them all and slowly walk away from them, I think it works out as well. We lit the bonfire. So we should be good to go. Yeah, run is OP. Watch this. First try. Hold on. Nope. Okay, he just beat me by hitting me for that. All right, so the Syrians couldn't have that. They couldn't have the fact that they all fled from them, so they draw all of their people together. Hadadezer. Look, we can actually kick them. How do you kick them? Can you kick in this game? You can kick in this game. I didn't know that. I'm using a controller, but I'm on PC. Look, I figured it out. Just gotta kick them like that. Worked. Okay. Hold on. So the Syrians draw themselves together. Hadadezer sent and brought out the Syrians who were beyond the Euphrates. They came to Helam with Shobach, the commander of the army of Hadadezer, at their head. And when it was told David, he gathered all Israel together and crossed the Jordan and came to Helam. So David does this time. That looks pointless. I'm platinuming Jedi Survivor right now. I platinumed the OG Dark Souls trilogy. Nice. Jedi Survivor's pretty fun, dude. Is that the first one or the second one? I don't remember which ones are which. Thanks for following, Robbie. I'm not jumping down there. It's not useful. So David stayed back initially. Now he's going out with his men, and we're going to see the outcome is fulfillment. What was that noise? Is there a hole over here? You just did Bloodborne. I've never platinumed a game in my life. Maybe someday I'll be that cool. Fallen Order is the first one. I was playing through a little bit of Fallen Order yesterday. I don't get a lot of time outside of right now. What's up, Grump? Welcome in, man. Happy Sunday. Okay, all right, calm down. Come here. Bob and weave. Man, I want to go back into Sekiro as well, Brian. I like Sekiro a lot. Proverbs 18:25, 24. Throw it in the chat. What is it? Can we read it together? Believe it or not, I don't have every verse memorized through the whole Bible. Not yet. We're working on it. Need to get to the keep. Nice. For someone to be friendly, there will be a friend that sticks closer than. Oh, nice. Yeah. That's a good one. I think we've done that one for Proverb of the Day before. Mistaken. Okay, so David gathered all Israel together and crossed the Jordan and came to Helam. The Syrians arrayed themselves against David and fought with him. And the Syrians fled before Israel, and Israel killed of the Syrians the men of 700 chariots and 40,000 horsemen, and wounded Shobach, the commander of their army, so that he died there. And when all the kings who were servants of Hadadezer saw that they had been defeated by Israel, they made peace with Israel and became subject to them. So the Syrians were afraid to save the Ammonites anymore. Man, yeah, that's all good, dude. This is what we do every day: is we read through a chapter together and just talk through it. What's going on? Hello? He's a big guy. I'm down. Let's roll. Over here. We'll be okay. All right. Just powering through it. Let's do it. Sweet, dude. It is generally a calm stream. It could verge on being called a boring one, but I'm not sure. Fujiwara, welcome in. We're trying, dude. We're trying over here. What is this? Nice. Go. Jeanette. This. Who's that guy? But this is his armor right here. Was this guy looking at himself? That's what that seems like. He was just staring at himself. Okay. So it goes from him. It's okay. Thanks, Grump. I appreciate that, Kurt. It goes from him essentially being like, "Hey, let's just be friends. I'm coming to console you. You just lost your father. I know what it's like to lose a dad." Because in essence, what he viewed. Whoa! What is a galaxy? Fujiwara. What does that do on the screen? Thank you so much, dude. What a blessing. Possibly Trash, thanks for following. That feels like a big deal. Thank you so much, man. Anything that we're gifted, by the way, and first off, I really appreciate it. You're awesome, Fujiwara. I'm glad that you're here. Thank you for the encouragement. What a blessing. But everything that we are gifted here, we're taking half of it and just giving it to like a nonprofit. Bible into languages it's never been. And so any of it is given like that. We'll take half of it. The other half, we'll try to make this thing better so that we're not losing internet access and stuff randomly. But I really, really appreciate all the gifts. Robbie D, thank you as well. What a blessing, y'all. That's huge. this. Okay, I wasn't saying we should all give a whole bunch of stuff. I appreciate it, though. Y'all are very sweet. Thank you. Y'all are awesome. Okay, but what we were saying... Hold on. I'm going to die. I did die. Man, that makes me mad. We'll probably will do that. Wow, Fujiwara, thank you. You're going all out, dude. What a blessing, man. Thank you so much. What's up, Emma Lartz? Welcome in. Okay, so essentially, we're nearing the end of the actual Bible study here. We've been going through 2 Samuel chapter 10. David tries to console this neighboring king that lives near him of the Ammonites, and the guy has bad advisors, terrible advisors, possibly trash. Thank you so much for that as well. They're awesome. And they're like, hey, he's not actually coming to console you. He's coming to punch you out. So they really do shameful things to the guys who were coming to bring the consoling message. And so David goes out and attacks them. That turns very, very bad for... Hold on. I'm blowing up this before he drops down. So David sends Joab out, does not go. We're going to find that to be key later because that is actually where his greatest sin comes from, is the fact he did not go out with his men to fight, which we'll read about tomorrow. It's a very, very sad story. And then they all flee from Joab and, Abishai? I believe it's Abishai. Wow, you guys rock. Thank you so much. What a blessing. We're at like 3,000 likes, too. So from there, the Syrians flee. They were brought in by the Ammonites. The Ammonites flee. They were, and now the Syrians will not. Well, what happens is they go back out against them, and David actually goes with his men this time, which is massively important. Again, should have been there in the first place. DJ, thanks so much for following. Andy Boy, thank you for following as well. Man, stuff takes off when you guys are throwing out a bunch of gifts like that. Thank you, guys. Okay, I'm going to die again right as I pick that up. This could be terrible. Hold on. Can I parry this guy? That's the question. That's what we do. You swing once. I'll swing. We can parry him. First try. Lion. Thank you for the gifts, guys. Wow. Holy smokes. I don't know how to respond to all of this. I also don't even know how to follow what's happening. Freestyle, TikTok, GG's, Goats, Lightning Bolt. Thank you all so much. What a huge blessing. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. Just keep being people. Thank you. Okay, so anyway, David does go out with his men, and they just absolutely throw the hammer down and wipe out 700 chariots, 40,000 horsemen, wound and kill the commander of the Syrian army. And so then from there, what happens is we go from this, hey, we don't trust you, you're coming to spy us out, we're going to fight against you, to essentially bringing that upon themselves. They do it, right? They do bring upon themselves an attack from David and his people and end up getting wiped out, where they become the very servants of the men that they had just tried to shame. And so it is a massive reversal. Massive reversal. All right, key points here. Misunderstood kindness can escalate conflict. I think that's simple enough. Lion, thanks for sharing. Hold on. All right, we're going to take it a little slow. 2, pride and fear always distort judgment. We are not able to think clearly when we are filled with pride and fear. So, I really appreciate you guys. I'm blown away by that. Thank you so much. Really, really am. All right, let's try to not die here. That's something that always gets in the way of us. The other thing is, what I've noticed is that people who lie generally believe that others lie more than they do. And I tend to believe that's what's happening with the guys who are trying to advise this king. Is they're like, hey, listen, we lie all the time. This guy's got to be lying as well, right? Like that's the nature of things. That's the nature of the world. Everybody lies. He's very clearly not here to actually bring resolution to you or sympathy to you. He's got to be here for something else. Who's throwing fireballs at him? We're gonna be all right. If we could all just listen and use a little empathy. Amen, dude. Possibly trash. I don't think you're trash at all. Just want to say that. All right. Pick that up. We're good. Okay. We're not dying in this corner again. That's our rule. Our rule is we can't die in this corner. The other thing, one other standout point that I had, and I missed him. See, I knew it. This guy's going to come and he's going to try. He's going to make his best effort. What a delay. Holy smokes. Do that again. Oh, this time. 1, 2, 3. Back up. Here we go. Alright, easy. One thing with playing on Grandmaster, you get no breaks from attacks. What's Grandmaster? I don't know what Grandmaster is, Robbie D. Let me know. The axe has an open back when he swings. Oh, okay. I got you. For the backstab? Yeah. Oh, Jet. Okay, the difficulty. I got you. Sorry, Robbie. I was not following that. I thought you were talking about chess. All right. God's people must respond courageously under pressure. Joab's call is actually really, really cool here because he just presumes there's no way that they're going to lose. They don't even have an option to. And he's like, hey, you call on me if you need me. I'll call on you if I need you. And we're going to get through this, and we are going to win regardless because the Lord's going to do what he wants. And it's going to be great. And we must respond the same way, right? The idea and the expectation that God is going to work through us is massively important, especially when we're indwelt with the Holy Spirit. And so cool. Changing. It's absolutely life-changing. Yeah, we're going up this wall. The last thing is wise leadership requires both strategy and faith. Preparation and dependence on God do work together. So we are called prepared. All these bodies, it's so sad. Look at that dragon. Did we kill that thing? Got him. That first try, look at that. That guy seems super easy just based on how I attacked him. Great Lance. That's got to be a strength weapon, right? I'm stuck on DS2 still. You know, I actually really enjoyed Dark Souls 2. I know a lot of people don't like it, but I was a fan. Probably isn't my favorite Dark Souls game. What's going on, Warchild? Welcome in. DS2 is the best one. That's a strong statement. That's good. You got this, man. Lock in and you will succeed. Amen, dude. DS2 is a good one. Where are you at? What part of the game? Is he going to blow fire? Oh, 2 of them. Okay, great. What do I do here? Yeah, it's not bad. I just have no human effigy. Health is stuck at half. Parrying is the key to survival in any Souls game. I actually have learned to love parrying. You went Elden Ring, Bloodborne, and now PS3. Trash, after this, you should go into Sekiro. That would be the next one to do. Oh, if you don't parry, you may not like Sekiro. Parrying is very, very, very important for Jedi Survivor and Fallen Order. It is, yeah. So, are we just stuck here, or do I have to go somewhere else to, like, sneak around them? That's what it seems like. All right. Key life application pieces. Taken into consideration the best possible outcome for what was going on with the advisors of the foreign king. Suspicion can destroy relationships. Do not assume the worst about people too quickly. You should also always assume that people are generally have good intentions. I don't know what to do here. Let's use the Blue Crescent Great Shield. Yeah, I don't think I can cross that. If you haven't, those games revived parrying for me. Have you played God of War 28? Yeah, well, God of War is really... Parrying, once you get the timing down, it's very fun. It's a very, very good game. I have no idea where to head now. This feels like a dead end, but I'm assuming it's not. I have no idea where to head. Go around. Warchild, where is around? Around where? I go back where I came from? Like down here? Going around. Drop down and go under. I'll go to Dragon Bridge. Okay, I'll go back. Just let me there we go. We're back. I don't know, bro. Not there yet. Just beat the Deacons of the Deep. The Deacons of the Deep are cool. Is the parrying good in... Yeah, it is. Parrying is good in that game. Okay, to the left. Hey, look at that. You not going to church? I'm going to church. For me, it's only 6:29 in the morning. Oh, is this not where I was supposed to go? No, other way. Okay, I don't know where that is. Well, this is part of church for me as well. Yes, that's true. All right, be careful who you listen to. That's the other thing that stood out to me here. I don't know what other way up. That's over here. Yeah, I was just going to pick stuff up over there. Should we throw some fire bombs down at this guy? That's probably good. Stab her. See that? Joshy, help me understand what you mean by that. What is your perspective of what the church is? It'll give you an ender and a titan. Can I get back out of this hole though if I drop down in it? I'm just gonna chuck 20 firebombs at him. Okay, cool. I will. But I'm also going to finish this. Oh, no, it doesn't. Josh, you know, it absolutely doesn't. I'm massively involved in the local church. I think if people claim that, it means they aren't genuine in what they're talking about. But I think you can still say, like, I believe that small groups, church, I believe that a lot of things that can be characterized as doing fellowship together with other believers. But yeah, Sunday morning is important as well as the local community of believers. Warchild, I have church in 15 minutes. I'm there from 7:45 to 12, so I'll miss the rest of the stream. But I'm planning on catching you on these. I don't know you stream. Yeah, we stream every morning. Mountaintops of the Giants, that's cool. King, thanks for following, man. I have to drop down here. I'm not allowed not to. I can't make myself not. It's important to me. I'm stuck out of the game. I don't know what's going on. There we go. Whoops. We're all right. We're okay. If you are able-bodied and a Christ follower, you should be in a local church every single Sunday. I can't beat them head on. I'm not a real Souls gamer. What I would be concerned about, Joshie, with the perspective that you have is that it simplifies church to a one-week gathering, which it is not. And so while I understand like your concern going the other way of like, hey, like, you can't just get together with two people and call it church. But I would also say in the opposite direction of that, you showing up at, like, there are people who I firmly believe there are people alive today who go to church every single Sunday who will not enter the kingdom of heaven, because that is not the true determination of what a believer is. It is someone who is in right relationship with Christ. And so, like, yes, I think a believer will go to church. I'm not saying they won't, but I do think oversimplifying, but that being the judgment of what a good believer is dangerous as well. And so just being careful that it's like that's not the litmus test of whether or not someone shows up every week to a church service. There's people who just show up and consume that and then leave and never do anything in their life to set themselves apart for Christ is important. I'm not in a fight with you either. I'm just having a conversation because you were talking in chat very similar to how I'm talking, where you're like an able-bodied believer is going to go to church every week. And I was just saying, yeah, that I think that's generally true, but I also think that there's a case both directions here. Hello. Okay. That's a terrible roll. Terrible roll. Roll toward them. Okay. Will do. Will do. You guys are awesome. I'm going to have to go here pretty soon. This time, go left. Okay, copy that. We'll do that. You can stun while rolling towards two. Oh, good to know. All right, we're going left. Don't worry. We're following Bamboozled Baboon's directions. We're headed that way. Watch out. Come here. That did damage to me. Back up. It doesn't. Oh, I can't heal. Wait for it. Wait for it. We're gonna try, Alex. Welcome in, man. I should not have done that. That was terrible. Terrible. Be all right. We will be all right. All right. Peace out, Baboon. You fed up with the terrible attempts. Those just got to run past them. Yeah, but then I'm a failure. Can't just run past them. We're good. We're good. Can I get a quick proverb? Yeah. Our proverb of the day is 15:1. A soft answer turns away wrath, but a harsh word stirs up anger. They get trash drops anyway. Okay, watch this. Rotate. Oh, I got hit. Nope. That was terrible. Take a drink. Roll. Good. Run up. Nice try. Did you see him? It's not going to work. Oh, they're both still following. This whole run pass process, I'm not sure is the right move. Where does this go? Okay, follow me. Come on. Watch this. We do the double run past. Hold on. Roll. We're good. That way we recollect the people. No item ahead. Okay. Oh, okay. Cool. Now that you have a no heal stun. Hold on. Rotate. Drink. Twice. How did he shoot me? Come with me. Let's grab that. Alright, you ready? Watch this. Just power through him. Run straight across when ready. That? You can't run across that. Yes, run past the dragons from here. Single, double blade, dual wield blaster. You can time the flames. Okay, cool. But I have to see. Oh, goodness. Holy smokes. But there's a guy in here. First try every time. Watch this. Come here. Okay. Don't. I'm sorry. Let's do this. Charge up. Oh, nope. Hold on. What if I just pull him out into the open and he can get burned by the flames? See, look at this. Watch that. Oh, I missed it. Good. All right. Didn't work. What's up, Heavenly Breath? Welcome in. Same one from the Road of Sacrifice. All right. Tomorrow we're going into 2 Samuel chapter 11, like one of the saddest chapters in the entire book. It's going to be devastating. It's super sad. So that'll be fun. All right, I'll go get past him real quick, and then we'll do it. This time, do everything you did except going down there and fighting that frost guy. Okay, sounds good. You're doing a great job, and this isn't meant as a rude comment. This is literal. You're doing a great job of being a backseat gamer. I would not oppose them either. That's not a negative thing. I'm very grateful for the help. All right, okay, so we're running straight past this. We're timing the flames, which I haven't seen any of. Okay, time to the flames. Yes, this is working well. What is happening? That's the way you're supposed to do that? I thought I was safe. I thought I was safe right there. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, my bad. You're supposed to roll. Copy that. He kept stop running halfway through. No potion. Well, I had one of those bombs on me that let you not heal. All right, we'll blast through it. It'll be great. Okay, bob and weave. Roll. Good. Okay. Rotate. Watch this. We're just running straight through without even looking. Oh, hold on. Dagger with quick step works nice. Cool. We're good to go. Ouch. All right, hold on. Play this thing right. First try, right there. I don't know what you're saying in there for But what did I miss, Baboon? It's not a real one. Don't. I feel like I'm stressing Baboon out. Come over here. There's a lot of them. Oh, a ton of them. Good. We're good. Right. You can use undead hunter charms to throw at it. What's an undead hunter? Watch this. Charge it up. Good to go. Do they always stand like this? All right, we're good. We got him. We got him. Hey, go have a good day, Robbie D. I appreciate you being here. Even as a prophet, he still messes up, like almost picking David's brother because of height. Yeah, that's very true. The book of 1st and 2nd Samuel is really, really good at breaking down like broken man with still being usable by God, which is cool. Go into the fancy hallway. Where I'm about to stress him out of his mind. Okay, this is outside. This isn't a fancy hallway, right? Can I still grab this real quick, or am I not allowed to? Hey, LQ. Welcome in. The giant one. Okay, I died again. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. The Spirit of the Lord God is upon me, because the Lord has anointed me to bring the good news to the humble. He has sent me to bind up the brokenhearted, to proclaim the release of the captives and freedom to prisoners. Warchild is over here just slinging like inspiring scriptures. You should. Okay, I won't die again. Baboon, I won't die. From here on out, we're locked in. We're playing it serious. Okay, are you ready? First try. We're not even going to stop. We're going to run straight to the fancy bridge. That's all we're going to do. Straight to the fancy hallway. And that's it. Here we go. He tried. It didn't work. Okay. As long as you follow if I do it. That's where we're at. We're going to let that load up. And we're absolutely not going to die here by the flame of the dragon. That's never going to happen. So we should be good. Okay. See, here's the thing, though. I found a ladder, and I can't... we have to go up the ladder. We have to go up the ladder. We don't have an option. We didn't see the ladder before, but now we saw it, and there's no choice. And now we're going to whack this foot of this guy after we kill these guys. It leads to more enemies. But you still have... I mean, you don't have an option. You have to go up it. That's how the game works. Right? Train, good to see you, man. Happy you're here. Can I hit this guy's foot? What happens if I do? Oh, good. Okay. That felt like a trick. Peace be with you. You gotta go back up the stairs to avoid it. Or I could just kill it. So is the hand fake? No. Okay, cool. Was the dragon fake? Holy smokes, we killed it. They're infected dragons. Okay. All right, we're going back to the bridge. Hold on. Or not the bridge, the hallway. You know what I mean. We're all right. We're all right. Rotate. Good. Is this the hallway? I feel like we have different definitions. Oh, this is it. Okay. Pull lever. Okay, we opened it. We're good. Great work, everybody. Great work. But how do we get to the, I feel like now it's going to be really important. No, you can fight the Dragon Slayer. Okay. Drop down. No thanks. He's going to try to get me. It's not going to work. Okay, there's nothing there. Here we go. Found a doorway. This feels like this goes to a shortcut. So I'm going to go down it real quick. And then we'll go back up. You did. Thanks so much. And I'm so glad you're proud of me, man. It means a lot. It's a whole lot. This is a very slow, very, very slow. Oh, no. It did give me a shortcut. But I don't know if this is that much faster than just going... This does not feel like a fast run back. But maybe it is. Maybe it is. Right. I'm going to do one attempt. We're doing one attempt, and then I got to go for today. We'll be back tomorrow to do 2 Samuel 11. I'm going to see if I have enough to level up before we go in there.
Very well then taken.
Okay. Let's do... We're going to go strength.
Farewell, Ashen White Mace.
Her words changed since I gave her those eyes. I don't know what the eyes do, but she talks to me differently now. I think I'm going for a different ending than I've ever gone for before. All right, one try. Is this the one where when I went in the first time I played this game, I was positive that there was like flying creatures that I was fighting? I feel like that's what. Let's go. What's up, Matthew? Yes, we're playing Hogwarts Legacy. Dragon Reincarnations. Oh, is that what those are? No. This should go twice as fast as it goes. All right. Let's do it. He's really tanky. Is he weak to frost? Is that what I need to do? Yeah, I thought it was that thing that I was fighting. Okay, he's got 2 hits. Ouch. That first try went really well. Is this just Ornstein? I don't think I realized that. So I just... No, it's not Ornstein? Okay. All right. If you guys want to see me fight it, we're going to have to come back tomorrow because I got to go get my family ready for church. Will do, Zach. We'll give it a try. We got that. We need to get Vort's... Amen, dude. We'll see y'all tomorrow. We'll be back here for 2 Samuel 11. This is the great sin of the death of Uriah the Hittite. Sad stuff. We'll be back for it tomorrow. And we'll fight the Dragon Slayer armor. It'll be great. All right, in the meantime, y'all be blessed. Keep Christ the center focus of your life. Stay in step with the Spirit. And we'll see you tomorrow. Love you. Bye.